Hello everybody, my name is Emir and welcome to my channel. In this series I want to talk about WebSocket development with a GoLang. My main focus on this series is how to write a game backend like waiting room or how players waiting for match against each other. So without further ado, let's jump into it. The first step after making my game dev backend project, I need to install some libraries like Gorilla WebSocket, and also I used UUID library. I used go get GitHub Gorilla WebSocket, and by the way GitHub of the Google and UUID. Okay, everything seems done. Let me check that. We have our Go project, and inside that in the main.go for testing I just make a new function and just use the fmt fmt.print it's working. Okay, and I want to add a new debugger because I want to debug that, and every time I don't want to make it again and again. So I add a new launcher. From here you can add that. And my program is main.go. Okay, we are here, it's working. The next step is that creating server folder, and inside that I want to make my handler. For making a WebSocket in a Gorilla, I put document in here. After making upgrader, we can add our handler in here. So inside my handler, I add them. What's this? an upgrader lets me to add my package first, game backend and server. After adding my server in here, I need also to import Gorilla WebSocket. For that, in the reference, it didn't say anything about that, so just import reference. And what is the upgrader? Upgrader that say read buffer is 1024. I need it to be 2048. That means 48 bytes can be reader B, or any text can be about, if I write it 10, read from the client can be only 10 character, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this is a 10 character. So I put it on 248. For every request we have maximum of 2048 character per each request. In our handler, after our connection is open, I believe that's in the for we can read the message from client. So in the first step, we make our upgrader the configuration for our WebSocket server, and in the for each message is coming from the client, we read the message. No, I believe that we have a message reader inside. Yes, this is read message. In here, message from client, and you don't want to write anything to client for now. Just say that read is this is our actual message, and in here fmt dot println our message. This message type is about what is the type of our message. I believe that it can be a string or anything else. I didn't use the message type. It's about our text is binary or text message, because I send all of the text by myself. I'm sure that all of them are text message, so I don't need to check that. After sending text message, we just print our text message. In our main function, we need to import HTTP. Handle func our WebSocket, and from our server can use server dot no. Why you don't have the reference? Server. Okay, the name of the handler should be uppercase because this is a public function. We don't write a public like this on a Go. We have to just, the first character should be or have to be a uppercase character. And we can listen to send and serve to any port we want. 3002 maybe. It can be any port from your computer. It don't have any problem if you want to use another port. Okay, let's test that. When we run debug, listen and serve, okay, and port 3002. In the Postman, I make a new, we can make a new WebSocket, and in here local host port 2000 WS. When we say connect, as you can see in here, every time each user is connected, it's making you call the one-time handler, and in a for loop it's listen to for another message. If we write some sort of text in here, for example test socket connection, as you can see, after I click on the send, it's call my message here test socket connection, and write it on the in here, but I just need to it be a string instead of binary. So I reload my project. After connecting and connect and send the socket connection test. Again, as you can see, test the socket connection in here. But in a real project, I want to send a command type, for example, type or command type. Send the real JSON. My command type is, for example, text message, and also I have the data like hello, I'm new client. So what we done in here, we just establish a new connection to handler for each request, and after that we read the message, and also we can write a message. In next step, I want to save my clients in the memory, and each time a client connected to the server, I want to say to another client that someone new is joined to the server. Okay guys, next step, I want to keep the and track the connection and client in a memory. So I a new file with name models. My package name. I always forget the package when I work with Go, and in here I need to make a client connection. It's the struct, and inside my handler I have here can make new variable with name client connections, and it's a sort of collection of the clients. Map and the key, and our key is UUID type, and our value is my client pointer to our client connection. There is a sort of concept you should know before working with that. At the first step in here, I add client to the memory. In here I said UID no, new is equal to new client connection. In here we need to keep some data like the connection ID. It's this equal to new ID, and in our model we pass the connection ID like that. Another thing I need to keep it on my connection, the main thing is connection, the real connection. So say con is WebSocket.con. This is type of the connection on the WebSocket, and let's keep it as a pointer. In here, let's say con is con. But one of the concepts you have to know in here is that the mutex is the log, because the multi-client can join in the same time in a handler, and one client can disconnect it at the same time. It can make a problem, so we need, before add the client, use the log to lock the connection, so we make sure that only one person can work in a one time, not more than one person. For example, if the two clients are connected in a same time, it's prevent to add them in a same time and make a problem for the map in here. So I add the client connection mu. That's mean the client connection mutex. Let's keep them on the okay. And in here, before adding new client, just lock that, and we are unlock that. Every time for the new user is connected to the what's that problem? Don't know what's its problem this time, but anyway, in here, when I connected to the server, every time new user is connected to the server, it's keep their data on the memory. As you can see, now one client is connected, and if we connected with another window, this is set for each user. Again, another client is connected. The client connection is now two clients are connected to the same WebSocket. But the problem is here is that when one client is disconnected, we couldn't find out our client is disconnected. So the solution is that we add another close handler. I believe that I have it in here. And in our close handler, in here, on top of our code, in here we can delete our ID from our map. So in here we can say the delete our map and the connection ID. We just put it on top our connection ID because we want to use it in here. And in here again we need to lock and unlock that. So in here again we lock the connection because we want to, in the same time, only one user can do a process on that, and delete that from the client connections. And on the defer, if you work with another language, probably you don't know about that so much, but defer, what it can do is that close. When our connection is gets close, no. The differ is when our function is done. That means in the end of the process, it's called that. It's that means when our method is destroyed. Or we can put connection close on the end of the our code, but differ is one option that Go have that. If you work with another program language like C#, Python, or C++, or anything else, maybe they don't have, or if they have, I didn't work with them. what's happening here is that when I close the connection and disconnect from that, it's called the connection close. And from client connections, now we have one client is connected, we remove that connection. That's mean this client is not connected to the connection anymore. Let's check our code together. In the first, we assign the new connection ID to each client is connected and new. We have the when the connection is closed. Let's check it in the end. We add the client to the memory. We have the connection in here and lock, because we in the same time only one client can book with our map. And after that we read the message and print that, just that. Differ func, that means after return in here in the end of the code. Differ. Our code is run, we close the connection, and in a closed connection we say that to remove the client connections. Another thing we want to work it in here is that send to other clients that new user is connected. So in here, when the new client is connected, we get other clients, pass our connection ID, no, it's, I believe that. And don't know why. Okay, because I'm working with a different language, sometimes it's make the problem for me. The connection ID is UUID, and we say that, of course, because it's pointer, we should use this mark in here, and in our in the for let's keep it as client ID, and connection ID range of our connections. If our connection ID was equal to client ID, that means the same is the same user. Let's remove that, because I believe that if we want to use that, we have to check the pointer of it, and I can't do it like that. If the connection ID was equal to client ID, in here I want to skip. Otherwise, I want to have a list connection ID and array of client is equal to array of this line. We have the client connection, and our new client. That means this client is not the same user who want to get other clients. Can return after getting another users in here, we can say other clients and pass this to another function, send message. It gets a array of clients client connections change. We don't need to use our index in the client connection. Just we can use send. I believe that we have a write message and write JSON just get one interface. The interface we have in here, command type and the data. That's the type of the message. Command and it's struct. Our command type is let's keep it as integer in here. Another thing in here is that in JSON our type is int message string. Data instead of message. And in text again we need to say that it's data, it's command type, like here. Let's change the name of the client connections to connections because I don't want to it be the same as my global variable. So in here I write the JSON, send message to other clients, and say Is tab pointer? No. Command type is 1 and data is new client is connected. Okay, I hope that can be work. Send message. Let's test it. The other clients are the 0 because we have a 1 client only connected, and if in another connection we connected again, we can see other clients are only 1 person, and we can send the message to that person. The new person is connected. In the response, you can say new client is connected. Again, if another client is connected, we send to our other user that new client is connected. You can see in here. You can actually write the new client connection. Steering of connection. No. Can do it in here. I wanted to write at the connection ID, but in here you can, because it say to all the user. No, can say a string of connection ID. With connect in the real project, you can get the person name from database and here say hey, somebody is connected to the this page. The other clients, that mean the another clients are connected. Let's keep it. Think about that. It's same application like a Discord. The other clients are here, and every time new user is joined it's say ding and the play sound new client is joined. Let's test it again. No, 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 no. I don't want. We are connected with the second person. When we connected, it say, hey, new client is connected with the connection ID of this, and the third person is connected, the other person say that those persons are connected. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I see you on a next video. Please, if enjoy from my video, like and subscribe. Thank for watching.